This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 7. It reads, "There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy." I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching his word in truth and in sincerity across the 4 corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. All right, not sure what the title of this one is going to be just yet. But just wanted to touch on, the recent news of basically Trump attacking Iran. And we're in a time of prophecy, man, where these things are becoming reality, which whatever the Lord have said is what is going to be done. And that's exactly what's happening, man. These things were written aforetime for our learning. But I wanted to grab this here because right now we're in that time of war. What was that? Ecclesiastes. Salakia. Yep. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right, I'm going to go down. Ecclesiastes 3:8. So that's the thing. Just like, and this is not speaking of the actual seasons, like referring to weather. No, this is referring to a time within the Lord's creation, right? Basically a time, a gauge within the world, right? Every purpose under the heaven. So this is Ecclesiastes 3:8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time to peace. And right now we're in a time of war. And there's not going to be peace until the true rightful Israelites are back in their land. You see, and that's one of the things that we could prove how those people over there within Israel aren't the people of the Bible, right? Aren't the true Israelites dwelling there, because as the scriptures say, as prophecy states, when the true Israelites dwell over there, it's going to be a time of peace. But since them 1948ers been over there, it's been nothing but war. They're not dwelling in peace, right? Did not just we see missiles getting shot over there, But let me also look up here as well. Trump, Iran. Okay, so this is live 58 minutes ago. U.S. bombs 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Trump addresses nation. Live updates. So this is where we're at, man. The rumors of wars, the wars that was referred to in Matthew 24. Okay. Matthew 24:6. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." All right, but we know that the end is very close, given the times that we're in, given the prophecy that's coming to pass. And the Lord had already warned us, hey, we're going to be seeing these things, but we can't get too much. No, don't get me wrong. It is a blessing, and it's a blessing that we're seeing these things. Like we opened up with, we're seeing the fall of our enemy. We're seeing America getting basically getting the what's the word I'm looking for? It's precursors, but it's leading up to full blown out war to where America's going to be destroyed. Right? And when we say that, people think that we're crazy out because we're living here. Hey, but these things must happen in order for the kingdom of heaven to be established. And we're just hoping and praying that we be delivered, right? When the coming judgment comes to America, Babylon the Great. Because only the elect is going to be delivered up out of here. And the rest are going to get burnt up. That lake of fire. Being here in America, Babylon the Great. Because eventually all these different nations with these nuclear missile capabilities, they're going to be pointing their artillery over here, man. As well as Israel. Israel's going to get hit as well. However, that land is going to be built back up. The ruins are going to be built. But over here is going to be a monument of the wickedness that happened. Wickedness that was taking place, right? Where the Israelites were beaten, tread down, blood was shed. Atrocities were taking place over here. And all the abominations. So the America's judgment is going to be fire, right? Stubble, fire and brimstone. And then a place where these desert creatures are going to be dwelling. But no man is ever going to be dwelling here ever again. All right, but these things, what? Must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, but we have hope in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that we're going to be delivered and that, time is going to continue to ramp up. And be not troubled, because it is what it is. And it's all a part of the Lord's will. You see, but these people, I was just at a little quote unquote family function, and they were kind of like, damn, like, shook up about what's happening right now, because you can't miss it. This is world news. You see? But the prophets have been out here forewarning Jake, Israel, to repent, and that these things were going to happen. And now that it's coming to pass, there's no excuse. It's either you're for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai or you're not. Right? But we know at the end of the day, this is all for the elect. But let me continue on this article, and we'll grab the precepts and we'll close out, man. Salakia for ransom. But this is what to know. U.S. attacks Iran. President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that the United States completed a successful attack at 3 locations: Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right, it says, Trump said Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities were completely and totally obliterated, adding that any future attacks would be far greater and a lot easier. So they're showing their horns. Trump's decision to directly involve the U.S. in the conflict comes more than a week after Israel and Iran began trading attacks. Israel's government says its bombing campaign is aimed at preventing Tehran from developing nuclear weapons. So they say. It says no breakthroughs on diplomacy. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Aragaki told NBC News that Iran was not sure it could trust the U.S. and that it would not negotiate as long as Israel continues its attacks. The Israeli military chief said yesterday that the country is ready for a prolonged campaign against Iran. Hundreds killed. Israeli strikes have so far killed at least 400 people in Iran and injured 3,000, according to Iran's health ministry. The death toll in Israel from Iran's retaliatory strikes remains at 24. And these things, let me grab it. is not going to settle down. Well, it may, right? Lord knows how it's going to unfold, but we know through prophecy, World War III is going to happen. The third woe cometh quickly. You see, but we're waiting on the MOTB, right? That mark of the beast, that implant device that's going to roll across the globe, being that great temptation, and we're going to see the climax, right? The full head of steam of World War III. And once that happens, we know deliverance is right around the corner. And destruction also. However, we're banking on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to deliver us, man. Lord's will, we're of that elect. All right, and we say that humbly, because we don't know. We're hoping, though. We're hoping that the Lord delivers us. But this is Ezekiel 3. And matter of fact, is it 2? Ezekiel 2 in verse 9. It says, and when I looked, behold, and hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. Right? Woe going into, like it says in the NLT, doom, going into destruction. You see, the Bible is not all just love, happiness, peace. Right? The Lord is a balanced power. Right? A balanced Lord. He's also about lamentations, mourning, and woe. Right? He's a man of war. And these things are coming to pass. You see? These lamentations, the mourning, the woe. The wars that we're seeing now, eventually the civil war that's gonna ensue, martial law, these different things are coming. Right? And what manner of persons ought we to be in all holy conversation and godliness? But let me also, Salaki, no. It went to something else on Instagram, but basically, let me see if I could look it up. Iran new missile. Cause I seen something on Instagram, but it went away, and I don't want to. Let me see. Iran new missile capabilities. Here we go. Yep. And this is the thing. This is the prophecy. Hey, let the weak say that they're strong. Iran's advanced missile arsenal remains largely untapped. Right. It says, despite escalating tensions with Israel, Tehran retains a sophisticated missile arsenal, including cruise, hypersonic, and ballistic missiles, with some capable of reaching over 2,000 kilometers. Strategic arsenal beyond conventional borders. Iran possesses one of the most diverse and advanced missile arsenals in the region, spanning short, medium, and long-range systems with sophisticated offensive capabilities. These missiles serve as a strategic asset of the highest order. It says Iran relies on cruise missiles with high speeds, low flight, and maneuverability, making them difficult to detect and intercept. These missiles pose a serious threat, especially to vital military sites deep inside Israel. And it goes to list them. Yep. It says military experts point out that Iran's reluctance to use these missiles so far may not be a weakness, but rather a part of deterrence calculations. Tehran realizes that introducing these weapons into the confrontation could mean opening the doors to a full-scale war or provoking a wider international response led by the U.S. Right? And that's the thing. These nations, even if they don't want to do it, the Lord is going to put it within their hearts to go ahead and shoot them. You know, this is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So just like a stream of water in the currents, whichever way the Lord wants it to go is the way it's going to go. And just how these different minds of these leaders of these nations, he could do it the same way with their minds. They're thinking one thing, but hey, if the Lord wants something else to be done, he's going to turn them the other way. Right? And he's going to make them shoot these missiles, man, to fulfill prophecy. You know, for the controversy of Zion. Bear with me. This is Isaiah 34:8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day, the smoke thereof shall go up forever. And that's for a very, very long time. It says, for generation to generation it shall lie waste, none shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it, the owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. In the NLT, it says it will be haunted by the desert owl and the screech owl, the great owl and the raven. For God, or the Most High, will measure that land carefully. He will measure it for chaos and destruction. And that's what it's going to ensue within these borders, man. Within this land, America, even prior to the Lord returning, hey, as the scriptures say, what shall I be if it already be kindled? Right? Because chaos is going to already be erupted. Right? Destruction. It's going to be on a minute level compared to the nuclear missiles. But hey, you know, when the Lord comes back with his rebuke and the flames of fire and them chariots, right? The angels, also with the Archangel Michael, all hell's going to break loose. And he's going to release them flames, the nuclear missiles, as well as the chariot fire, right? The heavenly fire. And America is going to be engulfed in flames, you see, for the controversy of Zion and all the abominations that are being done in the midst right now. All right. And that smoke is going to go up for a very, very long time. It says, they shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. So these people with these Edomites, I should say, with positions of power, these elite global banking families are going to be thrown off their throne. They're going to be brought down low where they belong. You see, because it's the Lord that brought the power into these Amalekites' hands, you know. But they're not giving the credit to the Lord. They're thinking they got it off their own means because they have pride, man. All right, their spirit is not upright in them. They will never give credit to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But that's the thing. They're gonna be the first ones, because how they did us, how they did the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, put us in shackles. The Lord is gonna do the same thing to them, and them being the first ones, the first batch of servants, slaves in the kingdom of heaven. Right? You can read about that in what's that, Psalms 110. Let me just grab it real quick. And that might be 149. Yep, bear with me. That one as well, but Psalms 149 and 7. It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, right? It's already written. It's already set in stone. It's already going. Hey, what the Lord have already intended, it's what's going to happen. You can't bypass the Lord's will. It says, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. And who is his saints? The Israelites. We're going to have the privilege to have these heathen under the soles of our foot. How they had us. We're going to be on top. They're going to be on low. Thus saith the Lord. All right, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And this is what we're patiently waiting for. And it's beautiful. It's music to our ears that these things are happening. All right, these different wars and rumors of wars and, right, the chaos ensuing. Because it has to happen. In order for the kingdom of heaven to come to pass, these things have to happen. It's the Lord's will. Right? And the times are speeding up for the elect's sake, which we hope we be of that number. But, we're just trying to hasten the coming of our Lord and continue to push this word until he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right? And until he takes us up off the streets, man, where our tongues are going to be cleaving to the roofs of our mouths, because that's it. Right now we're giving Jake the warning, to repent, turn to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because you see what's happening. You see what's happening within the earth. If you want the answers, this is where it's at. This is where the truth resides, is within the Holy Scriptures. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rachak. Again, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, Shalom, Wah.